population is being eradicated right before our faces. You know, he said flour. Hey, we understand what just happened in the really the breadbasket of the earth was Russia and Ukraine, man. They supplied the world with a third of the grain, man. You know, so that conflict over there destroyed, you know, really the breadbasket.
Middle America has had floods, and even California, middle California, just was underwater. Central California is all up underwater right now. Right now, all them crops gone.
Yeah.
Key crops. You know, this is to institute complete control of all the resources to where you gotta go. Everybody has to go to him for the one of all things, especially you Jason. Especially you. So you'll take whatever he says to get a resource. But if he choose to kill you, if he choose to make you a slave or his sister, whatever, at his word.
It says, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing.
Wine is destroyed. Hey, because the scriptures tell us that it took 2 men to carry a bushel of grapes, man. Now you hold grapes like this. You know? You go into the grocery store and get a whole bushel. Just on your hand, man. No seeds. You know? So that means the wine is destroyed too. Hey, look at when you brothers have time, look at the world's most expensive wines, man. And see whose names are on it. Exactly. Yeah. They own the world's most expensive wine.
And they destroy the wines because they spray a lot of the majority of the grapes with the pesticides.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like one thing too, like you know, because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, you know, we watch a bunch of things on nature and animals and things like that. Up in I believe it's Japan, a certain part of Japan, they basically make these crop these grapes. And these grapes are like super dark. They look like burgundies, right? And each grape is like, you know, huge. They're like this big, man. You know, now that's not the state that they once were in, hey, but it's better. And they have them basically in a controlled environment. They taking care of these grapes. You know, they have no pesticides on them. They're using fresh water. Hey, but that's not the majority though. That's just that single. I think they say one cluster of them grapes is like $60 to $70, man. Yeah.
Hey, remember that the wildfires in California back in, like, let's say 2017? It was a lot of wildfires that was happening up in Napa Valley. Napa Valley is mostly known for its
winery.
Its wineries and vineyards. That shit got burnt up. You know?
Now it's underwater.
Huh.
half a decade later, it's underwater.
Back in Sirach 39 and 27, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
This is
And it's like it. Remember, what was I'm gonna ask y'all brothers, what was the blessing that was given to Esau?
another.
But that was that's part of it. But what was the the fatness of the earth, and also what the dew of heaven, going into the earth's resources. You know, oil, minerals, crops, grains. That was actually given to Esau in his blessing. But to show you how much of an asshole he is, he has complete control over it, but look what he decides to do with it. He wants to ruin it, and he wants to be a nigger about it.
Yeah, especially like what you said with that oil industry. And petroleum, the oil and petroleum industry is crazy, man. It's like, what they do is that whole process of fracking, which is just one process of them, you know, bringing the oil back into the earth. They're pumping like this water, but it's water tainted with chemicals. They're pumping that into earth in order to basically push the oil back out of it, right? And on top of that, once they get that oil, one thing that they do, they burn off the natural gas of that oil, which produces methane, man. And what they say about the methane is that it can be actually collected and sold, but he just lets the shit go in the air because they say it's still a market for it, but he don't see enough gain from it. So it just pumped back into the earth, you know?
And they dig deep. And then
Yeah.
for the fracking, they like,
Yeah, because it's horizontal drilling.
Yeah.
But what they do is they'll separate it by, let's just say, 500 feet or whatever, right? And each drill will have its own basically pillar, but it's taking up all the horizontal oil deposits that's within it, man. You know? So he's literally stripping the, as you say, and when we don't put on oil or whatever brothers use, you become ashy, your skin start cracking, you know, you may get health problems. And well, that's the same with the earth. When the oil is being stripped of the earth, guess what? It becomes ashy, so to speak, man. And that's where you have the tectonic plates moving, all bumping up into each other.
Yeah.
Earthquakes, you know, seismic activity. That's because his devil's destroying everything.
and they drill heavy in the oceans.
Yeah.
If you look at a company like Shell, what they've done in South and Central America, mostly South America, and they destroy whole ecosystems.
Is Shell owned by BP, British Petroleum? Because BP owns a lot of the gas stations. You know, it's because I think it's BP, Exxon. It's like, you know, we know it's the same one Edomite own all of that shit, but
Yeah, a whole ecosystem it can be wiped out by these corporations, you know, these oil corporations.
Kind. You could, I've literally, like, and I know what videos you're talking about. It's literally videos of, you know, the pipes breaking as the transporting the oil, and literally all you see was green. Next thing you know, it's all covered in just oil, man.
Covered in oil.
It's unrecoverable after that point, man.
yeah.
Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain. The mountain represents government. And Jeremiah 51, that goes into Babylon, which is America. Saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. Yeah, make this American government a burnt mountain. You know, how's that? You know, let's get into it. Scriptures always get into it with thermonuclear destruction.
Right.
The Lord got prepared for this place.
Yep.
All right, yeah, that's gonna be a beautiful thing. You know, the Lord destroy this place, man. You know, that's gonna be like a breath of fresh air. You know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the earth. You know?
This is Ecclesiastes 9, chapter 5, verse 9. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the few.
Yeah. Hey,
It's like the profit of the earth. That means the resources will never go out if you use it righteously.
Yeah.
You know, everybody can have abundance, man.
The earth is supposed to profit you, you know?
There you go. You got it.
And let me read up 8, because we were talking about this. And then we'll come back down 9. Verse 8 says, if thou seest the oppression of the poor, and violent perverting of judgment, and justice in the province, marvel not at the matter. For he that is higher than the highest regarded, and there be higher than they. Talk about all of this is set up this way for everybody to rule, because the Most High had to set up this way. Certain kingdoms